Hello fellow Maserati enthusiasts. Today we're going to be working on my wife's 2012 Maserati Granturismo S. It needs a differential fluid change. And the reason why I know that is, I've been doing some light reading at night. This is the owner's manual and it tells me everything that the car needs. So they recommend every 2 years, under their 2-year service, to do an engine and oil filter, an air filter, and it says here the differential fluid. Now Maserati, when I called them, said they would charge me anywhere between, well, a few dealers I called, and I got price quotes anywhere from $3,000 to as high as $3,500. Pretty expensive. Now I've already shown you how to do the engine and oil filter and also the air filter. If you haven't seen those, just click the playlist link down below and you can find out how to do all that stuff. It's very easy and it'll save you a ton of money. But in my opinion, the differential fluid is actually the easiest out of all of them. Now we can do this for less than $25 in materials, and it actually took me less than 15 minutes to do. So very cheap and very easy to do. So let's go ahead and get it done, and I'll show you how to save a ton of money. So I'll meet you out in the garage. Before I get started, I wanted to point out some of the tools you'll need in order to change the differential fluid in your Granturismo. You'll need an 8mm Allen to loosen the drain plug, and a 22mm socket or wrench to loosen the fill plug. My owner's manual specs 75W140 viscosity fluid for my 2012 Granturismo S, so I picked up these 2 bottles of fluid for less than $25 on Amazon. The last thing you'll need is some type of pump to get the new fluid into the differential. I'll be using this Motive Power Bleeder pump to do that. I bought this tool over a decade ago and it's been a great addition to my tool arsenal. If you don't have one, I highly recommend getting one. I'll leave links to all the supplies and tools I use in the description down below. Alright, so we're under the Granturismo. Right here's your fill plug, and right here's your drain plug. Now we always undo the fill plug first, because if you undid the drain plug and found out you couldn't get this loosened up, you're kind of screwed. So let's go ahead and get this undone. I'm going to use my 22mm wrench, and hopefully it'll crack loose pretty easily, but I doubt it. Alright, got my 22mm wrench, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Yeah. Yep, that's tight. Now if it's too tight, I'm going to show you a little trick. All you do is just take your wrench, put it on the bolt, and then take your big hammer, and that'll help, and then loosen it up with it. Go. Now that my big hammer cracked this bolt loose, I can now remove it. Okay, I'm now ready to do the drain plug. Same concept. I'm going to use a big torque wrench to loosen it because I know for a fact it's going to be probably a bazillion foot-pounds. They always go crazy with them at the factory when they tighten these things up. So you want a lot of leverage to make this easy. And you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. So I got to go upside down. Alright. We want to go that way with it. Yep, and that was tight. All that's left to do is remove the bolt and drain the fluid. Differential. It's going to cost $7,000.
No!
Okay, I was teasing her. She really doesn't need a new differential. So I'm going to let this sit here for the next 15 minutes and let it do its thing and drain, get all that old fluid out. But while it's doing that, let's go ahead and clean off the drain plug. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. I'm now ready to reinstall the drain plug. Okay, I'm now ready to start filling the differential with fluid. I'm going to use my motive power bleeder to do so. To fill the differential with new fluid, my owner's manual is calling for about 1.15 quarts. Since I can't measure for exactly 1.15 quarts of oil, I just measured the fluid I took out and put that amount back in. I'm now ready to start filling the differential with fluid. I insert the hose to my fluid pump in the fill hole on the differential, and then open the lever. Opening the lever allows for fresh fluid to be pumped into the differential. This motive power bleeder really makes jobs like this clean and easy. Now it's just a waiting game until all the fluid is pumped in. Alright, just got done filling up the differential with fluid. I can now remove this tubing and go ahead and reinstall the fill plug. And that's how I changed the differential fluid in our Granturismo S. See, that wasn't so bad. Hopefully this video will help you change the fluid in your car for much less than what the dealer charges. If you'd like to see more Granturismo DIY videos, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you have any questions on how to change the fluid in your car, leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. So long.